welcome back to the podcast. We are talking Empire and we are talking Sunday. My name is Millie, and as always, I am with Bungle.
Hello. God, it feels like forever since we last talked.
Oh, so long. It's almost like it's about, what would you say, 30 seconds, Bungle?
Yeah, probably about 30 seconds to a minute that it took me to save files, upload them to Google Drive.
Yeah. Wow. What a life we live, huh?
Yeah.
So without further ado, Bung.
Science.
Sunday, Empire, E1 2025. What did you get up to?
What did I get up to? As I previously mentioned in the last one, I had the longest lane I've ever had at LARP.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up at 8:30.
That's really not bad for you.
Yeah. Normally I'm up about 5:30, 6:30 at LARP.
Yeah.
But I think the whole going to bed at 3:30 in the morning probably helped the fact that my body was like, you ain't getting up yet.
Yeah.
You need a couple more hours.
Yeah, that's very
Then
fair.
you were done.
Yeah. I had a really nice morning. I really enjoy the sort of pre-time in coffee and chats you get with people. So for the first time ever, I went to the Smoky Hole for breakfast.
What do you have?
Well, I got the sausage, bacon, egg monstrosity.
The ultimate breakfast pap.
Oh my God, it was so good. It's just what you need on a Sunday morning. So had one of those, got back, and my friend Dolly, who I love and adore and will always be the nicest human in the world, had made me coffee. It was good coffee. So I was sat in a really comfy chair with a really good cup of coffee and a great breakfast, just chatting nonsense about talking about what had happened the night before for them and everything. And it is, oh my God, the Crimson Reapers, man, they're on a different level in terms of game.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh yeah.
It's incredible. But yeah, we were taking the battlefield.
It was quite a relaxing morning for myself. Everyone else sort of getting into their monstering kit. They were fighting as the Jotun.
Yeah. Back in when you did take the field, did you prefer to monster on the Saturday or the Sunday?
It depends on what I got up to on what night. If depending on what night was my my heavy night, I always rather be fighting my main character after that rather than wearing the latex mask while feeling hungover.
Yeah, that's fair. It's part of the reason why I always go like low com.
Yeah, there was limited slots for I think it's the Yagara or the non-com for Jotun.
Yeah.
So I know a few people did go as that. But yeah, for me, I'd rather, if I'm feeling a little bit hungover from the night before, I'd rather be my own character or, like you say, a low com without the mask on.
Yeah. Because
it gets very hot and sweaty in those, and if you're not feeling very well, it's not the nicest situation to be in.
Yeah. I always prefer to, when I was Agni, I used to prefer to monster on the Sunday because then I could do minimal makeup afterwards. But with Claudia, my kit is so easy.
You ain't got to do any of the face makeup or anything.
No face makeup, no white eyelashes, no antlers. So I was like, this is lovely. And I was umming and ahhing about taking the battlefield because firstly, I don't have any. I really want to get a gambeson and like under armor kit, but I have no idea where to start. So if anyone has any recommendations, please let me know. Because I know that underneath that you need like a gambeson that you are happy to get absolutely trashed.
They will get coated in oils and stuff.
That is a level of sensory overload that I haven't quite got my head around quite yet. So anyway, so I was humming and ahhing, and then I was like, do I just go? Do I do an Agni, and do I go with no armor, no weapons, and no idea? And do I go on the battlefield and just have a lovely time? And of course, being the chaos gremlin that I am, I said yes.
Wow.
And did I attach myself to the Crimson Reapers? Yes. Were they going in with the Imperial Orcs at the front lines? Yes. I hear you.
Oh,
I hear
dear.
you dying, Bungle.
Oh,
Yes, yes, they
Shock.
did. So hilariously, they were like, Claudia, you can't actually come through with us because we've been counted. So you have to go in with the Imperial, the Leaguish block, and then just catch us up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, fine, absolutely. I'm a tactical bimbler, me. And that's what Claudia now is. So while the Reapers were having their really important business chats and their briefings, I was bimbling and I was wandering, and I went all the way around. So I went through Navarre. I went down through Wintermark, up through the Brass Coast, down through Highguard, and then I was just bimbling for about an hour to 45 minutes. Turned up at the gate just before it opened. Had a lovely time. Went through the gate. Saw all of the refs. Like, I saw Richie, I saw Matty, and they just looked at me and they were like, she's
What are you doing?
What are you... Do you want to die? And I was like, maybe. Who knows? And so we get through and we are fighting. So for the little rundown, care of our great Jean de Pullion, James Cosmophar, we had several objectives. So we had to kill Jarl Hakon, and then decide what to do with the loot from the Jarl. And then we had to escort a Marcher priest while they anointed a glade in the woods. And then we had to investigate some sort of mysterious hooded figure. I knew none of this because I'd been bimbling. So get through the gate. Get through the gate. Have a lovely time. I think we were in Mornwald? Or was Mornwald the Children of the Wreckers?
I can't remember which was which.
Anyway, we were somewhere. Claudia doesn't care where. She's not geographically talented. And we were fighting... Who's red?
Jotun.
We were fighting the Jotun, I think. Maybe it was the Druge.
Yeah,
Who knows?
and you were in Mornwald.
Yeah. There we go. So there I was. Thank you. And there I am having a lovely time, just sort of chatting to people on the back lines. When the first group of Jotun that attack us managed to flank us, then go all the way around the back of us, and then myself, almost completely unarmed, is just staring down at a battle block of the Jotun.
How did that go for Claudia?
For my dear little Claudia, she just went, oh, that looks like a bit of a nasty spot of bother me. And then just sort of literally turned someone around to face it and went, off you go, have a lovely time. And I actually, it was like, to be fair, credit to them, they were an amazing fight. So a bunch of people just get like stuck in, having a lovely time. And I was like, oh, tactical bimbler me.
Nice one.
Got to witness the hogs from the Marchers and their archer block, which I've always wanted to see because they've all got the English longbows and like they have those little matching tabards.
Yeah.
And oh my god, their arrows are beautiful. Like proper wooden shafts with the color coordinating fletching, and it's like proper feathers. You know, they're so beautiful. And I was like, I'm going to be a resupplier. So I went and I picked up all of their arrows and I went, oi, marcher, and then just dropped them, weapons check them, to put them down on the ground next to them. And then I was like, that's Claudia, by the way, Trivesana de Richeza de Salvos from the Golden Thread. Nice to meet you. Just sort of getting my name out there for all the networking.
Holding your hand out for money. I've got these arrows for you. Where's the payment?
Yeah, exactly. And because of the way that I've built Claudia, so she has, she's got quite a few hero points because I didn't spend a few before Agni died. So I have built her with a couple of stay with me's and I think it's more than a couple of stay with me's. But anyway, I've got a load of abilities basically to get people up very quickly. Yeah. And I utilize those a lot, especially with the Reapers and a couple of other people. I was just having a lovely time, and sort of bimbling. I got bored of the Reapers being really good. So I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go over there now.
Was it giving you flashbacks to Agni and Gellert's Battlefield Tourism?
Yeah, pretty much. But it was a one-man band, so I was going around having a lovely time. I got so I got inducted by the Black Vigil, which is our marcher group that we know and love very well.
Oh, wonderful guys.
And I was like, I've got no armor, I've got no hope, no idea. And they went, excellent, we're going to go kill the main guy. And I was like, oh. So off they went. And naturally I tagged along, had a lovely time, got bored of them, bimbled off away onto somewhere else, and found, if you remember from our last episode, dear listener, the disgraced general and various different people that aided the Griffin's Pride in going and attacking the Raven were taking the battlefield under a banner. So I accidentally used one of my stay with me's with one of said generals because I didn't know who they were. And then got caught in the midst of that because I was seen as helping the traitors. And then I was like, oh, I didn't know who they were. I was just being nice. And then bimbled off.
Sorry.
Yeah, off I go. Have a lovely time. And then bimbled some more, resupplied some more people, had a lovely time, did a bit of networking, had a bit of a catch up with a couple of really good friends. And before I knew it, we'd saved the day. I'm pretty sure that Claudia had a very vital part in said battle. She wasn't mentioned in military council, but we won't talk about it. I'm pretty sure the only reason why she wasn't mentioned was because her addition to said military maneuvers was too great to simply be put into mortal words. Yeah,
the commendation was just like we can't exactly phrase how awesome Claudia was, so we can't do the commendation.
Yeah, exactly that. So, and also if you give Claudia a commendation, you're never going to commend anybody else because there's nobody else that could live up to her standards, you know. So, I'm sorry, can't do it anymore. So the battle finished, had a lovely time, went back through the gate. Didn't go back through with the Crimson Reapers because obviously they're impeccable and wonderful, and I didn't want to cramp their style for photographs. So I went through with, I think I was with Wintermark. Went back through with my friend Kieran, had a lovely time. And as I was, and behind me, as soon as you go through the portal, because it's always really interesting when you're in that in-between stage where people are leaving the battlefield and they're making all of these plans about what they're going to do when they get back into character on the other side. I wasn't listening to the plans. And suddenly I walked through the, it wasn't necessarily the Sentinel Gate, more as the Sentinel slabs this time around. And walk through, have a lovely time. And then I hear these blood-curdling screams behind me. As somebody who's timed back in is just like, oh my God, my leg! Oh God, the humanity! And I was like, oh, they're making a bit of fuss, aren't they? Bimbled off. Had a lovely day. What about you, Bung?
Well, I'd say a lot of the Dreadchills went off for their monstering slot. This morning's breakfast was again Smoky Hole.
Delightful.
Again caught by Creel's photography of me, Talis, but this time also Loveday, played by Claudia, on the way to breakfast with us as well.
Oh, Loveday.
Yeah. So off for breakfast I went. This time had, well, with the ultimate breakfast roll again, out of my normal sausages. I had it with veggie sausages. Still just as delicious. So, again, that was my breakfast. And then it was a fair bit of just bimbling around, chilling out at camp on the Sunday. The last thing I had one thing I had to get sorted on the Sunday, which I did end up doing, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yes, the wound on the back of my hand that was getting more and more disgustingly
yeah.
bandaged.
Yeah.
That was my lingering wound from Tharunin,
Yeah.
which I managed to get sorted out with an hour and a half left of game time.
Man.
Because my original plan was to get Murdoch to fix it, being the physic I know the best.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Murdoch was out of action.
Yeah.
Because originally one of my plans was during the stag do just to pass out with my wound. But yeah, everything, the libations were flowing very well.
Yeah.
And the time didn't feel right. So I sort of stumbled into the Embercast camp asking, have they got a physic? You can just take a look at my hand. It's been itching all weekend. I just had a scratch I got on it from Tharunin, and it's just been giving me a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I went through the symptoms of it on our Friday episode. And they're asking me all the questions. It's like, it's going to sound really personal, but what colour's your piss been?
Oh.
It's been really, really dark.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things on the card was dark pee.
Oh, no.
So yeah, asking all these questions. It's been itchy, it's been getting hot. I was like, yeah, I've been getting hot. I've been seeing people who I know are dead.
Oh.
And stuff like that. So I've been hallucinating dead people and stuff like that. Yeah, and if I hadn't had that cured with an hour left before timeout, I'd have to go see a ref.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't had it cured by the end of timeout on Sunday, my character would be dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So it was like, oh, I called that one very, very close.
Yeah.
But yes, I managed to get the RP of my hand being fixed up on the Sunday by one of the guys over in the Embercast.
Yeah.
Paid a couple of crowns towards the herbs they had to use to do it, because it's like, I'm not just going to come over and heal me. You've used your herbs. I'm buggering off.
Yeah.
And chucking them a couple of crowns for it, because I have no idea how much herbs are worth.
Yeah.
I probably paid way over odds. But yeah, that was the main thing I had to get sorted on Sunday, and had quite a slow pack down because it was, again, really, really hot. And it was just like, my mental spoons had sort of like completely worn out by Sunday midday. So did the Navari's last standing of the weekend, there for that. And obviously the main sort of news at the end of our standing is, what is it next summit for Navarre?
It's spring.
It's spring.
Yeah.
So we've got all that to look forward to. Love spring in Navarre. Hopefully going to try and get a bit more involved in some of the celebrations, like the wandering round. I've got a new carry strap for my djembe.
Nice.
So hopefully be able to actually walk around and play the drums and stuff like that, and do the actual spring procession of Navarre.
That'll be cool.
Which I've never actually gone along with at all of any of my previous characters. I've always wanted to, but I've always been on skirmish or had various other things I've had to do.
Yeah.
Gwithian, he's not tied down by anything anymore.
No.
He's a guide. He's a
Yeah.
physic.
Yeah.
Physics tend not to go out on skirmishes unless the numbers are high enough.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just go out and get dragged back through by people and chucked at the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's all that.
That's so cool.
So I'm quite looking forward to actually partaking in some of the spring celebrations for Navarre.
Yeah. I'm going to miss it, man. I'm so mad. I mean, I'm not. I'm going to have a lovely summer, but it won't be in a field in Anvil, which is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's the first time I've never not gone.
Oh, yeah, you're not at E2 or E3, are you?
No. Wow.
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 Be doing auditions for a temporary co-host.
By all means, man. I think it's going to be really interesting to see the difference between Anvil at E1 and Anvil at E4.
Yeah, I think
there
are so many storylines up in the air at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see which way things go and how things unfold.
Yeah, I'm really interested.
I just want to say, your kit is on fleek.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's
the teal and gold is great.
It's such a good colour scheme, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah. I've also ordered some wool for a frog for you.
Yeah. Yay.
It means I've got a ton of that wool. So if there's anything else you need crocheted or knitted.
Well, so I've got a couple of plans. I've got some kit commissioned, so I'm getting some Landsknecht stuff done, which I'm really excited about. I've decided I'm going to recode Claudia. I'm going to make her into a winter mage. So
Oh.
yeah, because I built the first sort of character design that I had for Claudia was that she was going to be a big tank. She was going to have a massive shield, and she's going to have a big war hammer. And that was going to be her gavel and stave, right?
Yeah.
I have since decided, because, and this, like I said, this is going to be a short episode, but now humour me, dear listener, while I rant and rave about the incredible RP that I witnessed over the weekend. And it was so cool to watch people be at the top of their games and to watch plot lines that people had planned all over the Long Dark come to fruition. So good. Like, insanely good. And getting to see things like the Eternal game and things that I had never seen at all before while I was in Navarre, because I was busy doing the diplomacy game. And I was like, this is so cool. Because imagine if whatever kind of deities there are ever, you could speak to them and you could barter with them, and they all had personalities, and you could get to know them, and then you could trick them, or you could become friends with them, or, you know, it's so cool. Getting to see that side of things and getting to interact with the game like that. And then being at the Reggio for the amount of time that I was there for, and witnessing all of the rituals, and getting to see the really cool impact to the game that those rituals have. Like Lara, who is, I believe, like the lead mage of the Heralds of the Reaper, which is the Crimson Reaper Winter Coven.
Yeah.
They were just so happy to be part of this amazing thing, and the fact that it was the first casting of this ritual in written Empire lore, so cool.
Yeah. Some of the great RP moments I've seen down at the Reggio.
Yeah.
Like, the work people put into their rituals is
amazing,
absolutely astounding.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the other things that scares me a little bit away from the Magic games, that I don't think I can perform to that standard. It's just like, they all look so fucking great. It's like, I'd be like,
But I think it's something that I've realised is that when you're in the Reggio, and even though technically you are performing, and technically within the league brief, the magic is performative. It's theatre based, right?
Dramaturgy.
Yeah, that's the word. When you're within that Reggio, nobody really cares, and it then becomes this really intimate performance space for you and your friends. And I've only ever witnessed that with the Whispers Through the Black Gates, and and stuff like that, and watching the really human moments, and then watching the really cool like building moments and all the magic just get out of that Reggio. So cool. Incredible. So I think I'm going to recode Claudia to be a bit of a shatter battle mage, winter.
Ooh, very nice.
Winter ritual mage, and have a lovely time with that, I think. And then come back in E4 and just hit the ground running, I think, with some new kit and fun things.
If you're going to have a magical staff, I just have a little tiny gavel hammer on the top of it as a tribute to what Claudia was going to be.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little gavel on the end of it, especially if you're still going for the auctioneer thing.
Yeah.
If you have your actual staff as a tiny little gavel.
Oh my god, yes.
And your wand actually is like a LARP safe gavel.
Yeah, well, so this is what I want to get. I want to get a LARP safe gavel made to be like a dagger, to be my bonker.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I want to get some kit commissioned. I want to get a little gavel made. I want to get a mage's staff. And then, I think I'm just going to have some fun with it, because I've realised that I'm not a frontline fighter. I'm a tactical bimbler, and that is what I'm going to do, because you cannot try and be something that you're not, dear listeners.
No. I mean, I'm hoping E2, I might actually make a return to the field as a physic.
Oh my, what? I hope that you don't get a repeat of what happened.
I'm going to remember to wear my chainmail this time.
Yeah,
If I go in the morning, I can't be asked, I'll remember to Keys said that, and what happened to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and also I've taken Shield.
Nice. Would you
So,
like? Would you like my big? I know because you got the Ashbourne ones, haven't you?
I've got Gellert's old Shield, and
Nice.
on the back of it,
Yeah.
because I've got a chrome marker, so to make it look like it's been scratched into the metal on the back of it, are the names of all of the fallen Ashbourne.
Oh no.
Yeah. So there's Ifan,
Oh.
Lindir.
Oh, who's Lindy?
Lindir was our friend Lloyd's first character that died on the battlefield.
Oh no.
Gellert,
Oh.
Keys,
Yes.
and of course Agnes on there.
Damn straight.
Even though she didn't fall in the battlefield and she was executed for being maybe a slight little bit of a heretic and a murderer, she was still an Ashbourne that fell.
It's all in the lines really. If you talk to Radic,
Exactly.
it was nobody of any consequence, so it's all fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. It was really nice to be in a field again.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
I am really going to miss Anvil, especially with everything that's going on in the Brass Coast at the moment as well.
Yeah.
And all of the stuff in Dawn. I think it's going to be a very interesting place to come back to at the end of the year for me.
Yeah. In fact, I'm now also thinking, who will I be talking to? Perhaps I'll rope Ian in, I think.
Yeah, you can rope in, or I can zoom in. I'm not going to be out of complete.
No, perhaps we'll get you in to talk to us.
Yeah.
Have you asked us questions about what have you missed and all that?
So what I'm thinking is, I might get cursed by an Eternal and come back as a crocheted, give a crocheted Claudia to one of the Reapers, so that I can just sit in the Reaper camp, and if somebody just needs a timeout, they can just hold me.
Have a little cuddle with Claudia.
Cuddle with Claudia. Yes. And then give her a little money pouch, and they have to deposit 5 rings in her every time. Wait, what? In the pouch, dear listener. In the pouch.
Are you a Kikabeo by any chance?
I am actually a Kikabeo.
There we go.
Which I think is the best character brief ever. It's a really cool, it's really fun.
Yeah, it's one of the things we never got around to pulling off on the stag do was there was talk of getting a Kikabeo to be Murdoch's companion for the night.
Oh God!
And to make it even hilariouser, we were thinking about getting it from Julia's Carter or Guild.
Yeah. God, that would be so good.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
No, but yeah. It was a very fun weekend, and I'm looking forward to being back in the field soon.
Nice. What's your next one, Bung?
My next LARP will be Empire E2.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, again, I'm not going to do MF2. Hoping MF3. But we'll see how things go.
Yeah, that's fair. I've got MF2 this coming weekend, and then it's Northern Kingdoms, and then that is me done until August.
Wow. Because you're off travelling the world with work.
I am, but it's going to be fun. And I'm thinking, so I'm spending a lot of time in Morocco, and I know that there's a desert LARP out in Morocco somewhere. So I'm going to do some research into that and see if it's running around the same time that I'm there.
Well, look forward to listening to or speaking to you about it if you do get on it.
I don't think I will, but if anybody does know about what the LARP scene is like in Morocco, please give me a shout. I will travel. You can
have LARP, will travel.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Bung.
Yo.
Still don't know those words, man.
No. Once again, I'll just trail off in a sentence and just fade out slowly. We could do that, or we could just do a weird ASMR. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you have a lovely night.
Goodbye. We haven't thanked our Patreons, though, Bung.
Oh, we haven't yet?
No.
Thank you very much, Patreons, our listeners.
Thank you.
Follow us on Facebook. I'll stop with the ASMR.
No, don't stop with the ASMR. I'm kind of into it. It's all fine. Thank you so much to our Patreons and to all the people that interact with us online. Oh, God, it hurts my voice to do it.
Yeah. It's too bad. Or we could do it as my announcement voice.
Off you go then.
Thank you very much to all of our listeners. Thank you very much for tuning in to us each time we put out an episode. Our followers on Facebook, the people who comment on our posts, the members of our Discord who interact with us on a day-to-day basis almost.
Yes, daily.
It's wonderful. And a special thank you to our Patreon members.
Yes,
You're the ones who keep the lights on. Unfortunately, podcast hosting is not a free service.
It is not.
So you help us actually be able to provide this service to everyone else. So thank you very, very much.
You do.
And a special thank yous goes out to
Reese Chapman. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Reese Chapman, for being one of our Patreon supporters.
I have just doxed you slightly, Reese. Sorry. But have an awesome
Feel free
day.
to add that over the surname or the first name, whichever you'd rather.
Thank you. It's all good. To be fair, Reese is formerly Radek, Prince of the Crimson... Not Radek. Oh, my God. Formerly... Sikoro, the Prince of the Crimson Reapers. So, you know, love him.
Or Sakuro, as Agni would call him.
Yeah. And he will be with me at Northern Kingdoms, which I'm very excited about.
Ooh.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see that guy. Just give him a massive hug.
Feel free, if you see us sort of pre any sort of time in stuff, to say hello to us, OC. Introduce yourself, OC, to us at LARPs. Feel free to do it. It's always nice to meet people.
Yeah, always lovely. And thank you so much to anybody that came up to us at the weekend, interacted with us in any way. Oh my God, I met this really cool orc as well. There was this whole thing. Guarding the orc. That was fun. With the Crimson Reapers. That's a nice little... I'm not going to go into it because it's too much now, but I had a lovely little chat with an orc at the Sentinel Gate who I found out exactly who it is now, and I am mad that I didn't realise it beforehand. But unfortunately...
I saw that on the Discord, I believe.
It is very difficult to identify an Imperial Orc when they are in full kit.
Yeah, unless you know what their kit looks like, you have no idea who's underneath that mask.
No idea. Absolutely none. But yeah, you're all awesome. I love you very much. I'm going to miss talking about Anvil with you, Bung. So if you want to get me in.
You will be missed.
Yeah.
We'll bring you into, bring you up to speed.
Yeah, you could do... I mean, to be fair, I'll be editing the episodes anyway, so who knows?
Well, yeah, but because I don't have the cognitive power to do anything like that.
Well, that too, but also because I'm one of those really high-achieving perfectionists. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'll edit it and then pass it over to you and you'd re-edit it completely. Like, no, that sounds like crap, Bungle.
I wouldn't tell you that. I'd just do it subtly.
It'd come out and be like, this is like a whole 10 minutes shorter than when I did it. I've been completely edited out.
No.
I know.
No. But anyway.
Hi, Josh.
You do. But yes.
We're just rambling on now.
We are.
Because we have no idea how to end our own podcast. Because someone went and got themselves killed and left the greatest nation in all of Empire.
Yeah, well, one day I'll be back. Who knows? But anyway, in the meantime, Bung.
Yeah.
You got 5 rings for a pint.
What? 5 rings?
Yeah. Is it not 5? Yeah. Is it not 5 rings?
10.
Is it? Oh,
I think there's only 1 or 2 bars that have got 5 rings for a pint.
I think I may or may not have got myself a good deal going then. I'm not telling you where I went or who I talked to.
It's easy as Claudia. She just batter her eyelids, eyelashes, eyelids.
Well, she can be very persuasive when she's threatening to stab somebody from the other side of the bar.
Yeah, anyway. I just saw that picture from the 7 Virtues thing.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you at E4, Bung.
Yeah, I'll see everyone else at E2.
Yeah. Love you.
All.